Hello everyone, this is Caitlin Martin. I'm going to be giving a tutorial on Class Dojo. With Class Dojo, this is such a great resource for both teachers, students, and parents because this connects everybody. So with Class Dojo, you could set up a classroom like I did. I have a co-teacher, so I'm going to be adding her to this. And then you can go here, and this is all of my class. So if you look in these little bubbles, you see how some of them have 0, one of them has 1. This is just to show you how it works. So let's say Blake's having a very good day. And let's say he stayed on task. He gets a point. Let's say he participating, that he was doing the right things the whole time. He gets another point. So see, this is how it works, how you can give points. So let's say at the beginning of the day, we had a rough day, and let's say Jordan was not doing the right things, and he did not raise his hand. He gets a negative. Which you can choose what you want to do. You can give negatives, or you can just choose to only give positives. If you're thinking the growth mindset, then you kind of stay with positives and you don't focus on any of the negatives. But you can do it either way. So you can set up all students. If you wanted to, you could do as a whole, the whole class worked hard, so they all got a point. That's something that I find to be great. So if you notice that your kids are doing a great job, just give them all a point so that they all know and stay focused. With Class Dojo, you can be in the classroom, or you can go to stories. As a teacher, I can go here and I could talk about what we're doing for the week, what type of things we're doing in math and science and social studies, anything like that. Pictures, any kind of information. You can even take a picture of a form and put it on there if you need to. Just so, even like a permission slip, so parents see it so that they know that it's coming home. In messages, you can go to specific student, and you could talk about how they're doing and why they got the dojo points, or why they didn't get any, or why they were in the negative, if you choose to do that. In settings, you can edit your class, you can connect with parents, connect with students, add a co-teacher, which I will be doing, reset bubbles, so that means all of these bubbles would be back to 0, and then your display settings. So this is also something great that you could put on the smartboard so that your students can be interactive with it. So it's not just them knowing that, oh, somebody got a point or somebody got a point taken away. This could be something that kids can get involved with, and they can add their points for themselves instead of you having to do it, so they take responsibility for their actions. So with this, it's great because you can go here and you can go into a toolkit, so you can have a timer, you can randomize the selection of students, or randomize like where they are in the lineup. You can have a group maker, so it makes groups for you, so you don't have to. A noise meter, so that you can see how loud your classroom is. You can put your directions right on the board. Think, pair, share today, and you can have music. One of my favorite things, and I think why it's so important, is that the communication, I think, with parents and with teachers, I think needs to be better. I think that it needs to have more connections with parents, like not just parents that have that like both live at home or things like that. I think it would be better if we made it accessible to like all types of families. So families that may no longer be together anymore. I think this would be easier for communication to go to both families, both parents or guardians that are involved. So with this, they put in either their email or they put in their phone number, and they can get messages from this, and they can write back. That's the best part. So parent gets confused on something, parent doesn't understand, they can send a message and you can get back to them from this. So it's not like you have to call them, or you don't have to use your personal phone, which you never should anyway, but you could use this and you can get communication back and forth faster than sending a paper home and having them send something back. The greatest thing, I think, so let's say, looking at here, that's just for example, so you can see this. I'm going to give him another negative so that you can see. So view reports. This is amazing. So if you look, it shows the kids' names and it shows exactly what's wrong. So this is how they got their points for this. They got 3 points. This one got 15 points, 4. This is for the whole class. So it was 86% positive today. So I think Class Dojo should be implemented in more classrooms, because I think that students would be able to understand and stay on task more if they could see how good that they were doing, or like they could see that they needed to work harder. I picked this resource just because I think that a lot of people don't implement it, and I think a lot of people could use this to help benefit their classrooms and their connections with families. The purpose of this would be that it would help students regulate their own behaviors and how they go throughout the day, that they would understand exactly what's wrong or exactly what they're doing right. And with me, I would stay more growth mindset, so I would try to stay with the positives rather than saying anything about the negatives. What could we do better is what I would do. Everybody, I think, would be involved in this, so I don't think that it would just be a teacher and student based source. I think this would be something that would implement better connections with the parents and teachers and students. So I think it's quite the combination of all of them that would be great. And this was very easy to make. So I just went in, I made an account, I typed in my students, and they got me started right away. Then you have to send a letter home stating that this is what's going to be happening, if they're okay to join it, and then right when they get involved, they can write right to you, and it's amazing. So I would honestly say that I think that anybody that would like to have a model that could help with behavior and like positivity during the day, I think Class Dojo would be amazing for you. All right, thank you very much.